Remember, this show is designed to get you out of bed and on with your day. Okay, so we're going to start off today by making some breakfast.
Miss Pryor, do you know anything about breakfast?
I do. I know a very fun fact about breakfast.
A fun fact?
The word breakfast actually means to break fast.
So like that long period of time when you're sleeping and obviously not eating unless you're like having a weird night sleepwalking thing where you're eating while you're sleeping.
I feel like I've claimed to do that before, but I'm probably never really.
Probably no.
It has never probably been legit.
No.
But anyways,
Anywho.
so yeah, so you're breaking your fast, all right? So you haven't eaten since maybe a dinner before, maybe a night snack.
2 a.m. snack.
Yeah.
You were supposed to know about that.
But that's okay.
It'll be alright.
Alright, no judgment here. Alright, so we are going to be making scrambled eggs in a mug today. Look at this awesome mug
That a kid gave me.
Oh, fun teacher
However,
stuff.
Miss Pryor, before we get started with that, we really do need to talk to them really quickly about some safety things.
Oh, what about starting with how we started this video?
Yeah,
Miss
so
Crone?
you guys may have noticed how we started this video by washing our hands. I really don't understand seriously how this is such a new thing for people, especially when you're cooking. You want to make sure that you wash your hands because in case you can't tell, there's a crazy puppy under here who just has to be touched at all times. Can you please get down? Thank you. So make sure you wash your hands before you do this. But then the other part that we really need to talk to them about is the fact that we want you guys, when you're doing these videos or if you're doing the things that we're showing you, you need to be safe. Okay, and being safe is a couple of different parts. Okay, obviously, you know, don't set your house on fire, but also you need to have your parents' permission before you do any of this kind of stuff, right, Miss Pryor?
Yeah, definitely. And that's why we are trying to find like friendly ways for you guys to make food. Maybe if your parents aren't home, or maybe if you're having to help like get things ready for your little siblings. So today, literally all we're using is a coffee mug,
A fork,
and a microwave. That's it.
That's off camera that you can't see right now, but we'll get there. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so let's go ahead and
Bolognese that you made, that you worked so hard on?
that's gonna be at the end of the video.
Oh, I'm sorry, spoiler alert.
Yeah, we already talked about this, guys.
So we're gonna start then.
Listen.
Okay. The first thing you're probably gonna want to do is you're gonna need to make sure you find a ceramic mug. Please make sure that you don't use a travel mug that may have like a metal lining because if you put that in the microwave, you're gonna blow up your microwave.
Yeah. So don't do that.
Don't do that.
And then we're gonna start with 1 egg, but you could definitely use more. I think 1 works best at a time for consistency.
And the very, 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 very first thing you want to do though is take some of your
No, we're not cutting it. Keep rolling. Right, director? Yep, puppy says keep moving.
Alright, puppy says keep moving. So you're gonna take your Pam, which obviously is a little bit slick. Okay, so be careful, and you're gonna just lightly spray the inside of the cup.
Whoa.
Okay, a little bit of residue there, just so you get like a nice even coating on the inside because you don't want your egg to stick.
Yep. All right, and then Miss Crone has a cool trick to show you. She can crack an egg with one hand.
What?
So I'll bring that up to the camera.
Bring it really nice and close here. Okay, so you're gonna go on the edge of your coffee cup, and you're just gonna give it a couple of nice hard cracks so you get a nice divot in there. You're gonna use your fingers then with your ring finger and your middle finger to pull the egg apart and separate all of the shells. Okay, you do want to double check though when you're doing this that you don't have any shells inside of your cup because that makes for a really nasty surprise when you start to eat it. I'm gonna go throw this out really quick.
Okay, and then you are gonna start whipping the egg. Okay, whip it real good. All right, like your hair, back and forth. I got an updo today.
Stop.
Too much?
Too much.
Too much, okay. All right, so I usually whip it for like 10 to 20 seconds. Okay, and you want it to be a good, clear consistency. Okay, so kind of like that. All right, so it's all mixed in there. Bubbles are good because that makes your eggs a little fluffier.
If you want a little bit creamier of an egg or like a slightly different texture, you can put like a tablespoon of milk in there. That really kind of helps with the consistency. And then we've also got a couple of options. You might have noticed all this other stuff that's on the table. Okay, I don't really like the taste of just plain eggs.
I don't either.
They're gross.
You gotta spice them up.
You gotta jazz that up a little bit. Okay, so I really like to do my eggs very basic. So I put in about a half a teaspoon of seasoned salt or less, depending on how much of an egg I have. And then I'm gonna put in like a 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. Just gives it a really basic kind of flavor. And the reason we're telling you guys this now is because this is the time when you would want to put this spice mixture into your egg. Okay, so you want to do that before you cook, so that way the flavor gets all the way throughout the scrambled egg.
Right, okay, I like mine to be a little bit spicier or more savory. So I like to add things like Italian seasoning, okay, and if I added Italian seasoning, I would just do that with maybe some salt and pepper. And then, or you can mix things like basil and oregano and parsley, those 3 things together. Oh my gosh, Miss Crown, so good.
If you want to go just a little bit crazy, you could probably put some dill in there.
Ooh, yes, I love dill in my eggs, but you can't mix dill with like too many other spices.
It'll get gross.
Yeah, so like dill and salt, and that would be good.
And then if you're like my fiance and you like things to be really spicy, he likes to put in not only salt and pepper, but a little bit of paprika, which is going to be a really spicy. Make sure you like kind of don't put too much in there because you will burn your tongue. And then he also puts some hot sauce in there.
Yeah.
He has like 8 different bottles of hot sauce in this kitchen somewhere. I'm not even sure where all of them are. I think he's hiding some from me, but it is what it is. Okay, so next step.
All right, so what do we want to do today? Some seasoned salt?
Yeah, let's just keep it basic. A little bit of seasoned salt, and we'll put just a little bit of black pepper.
Okay, guys, this isn't something you really need to measure. Just kind of shake a little bit in.
Be
It's all
careful
to
with
taste.
the salt though, because you will get overly salty and it'll be
That's
gross.
true.
Make
And then, do you want to put cheese in it?
You don't put cheese in it yet.
What?
Oh,
Nope.
I put the cheese in mine.
No, I don't usually do cheese in mine.
I put cheese in mine because I'm just a little bit extra. So I'm gonna mix my spices in. I'm gonna take my fork out and I'm gonna put it in the sink to be washed later because we don't want to leave your parents with a bunch of dishes.
Nope.
Okay, and then I'm gonna come over to my handy dandy microwave. My camera will follow me. Oh, so good. Okay, I'm gonna open up my microwave, and every microwave is different. I'm really glad that we cleaned this yesterday, by the way. Okay, so every microwave is gonna be a little bit different, so you may need to adjust the time depending on your particular microwave. But a really good rule of thumb, whenever you're cooking something in the microwave, is to use a 30-second interval. So I'm gonna put in 30 seconds. Okay, and while that's going, this is also gonna be a really good time for me to clean up a little bit. Okay, this is something I've struggled with my entire life, and that's not being a tornado in the kitchen. So Ms. Pryor's gonna wash the fork up. I'm gonna take some of my spices and put them back where they're supposed to be, because we don't want to leave a mess, because again, you guys know when I leave a mess in the kitchen, my fiance gets just a little bit angry. Okay, so this should be about done. We got about 5 seconds left. Okay, and I'm gonna pull it out once the buzzer goes. I'm gonna take a look, okay? Easiest way to take a look is you're going to want to kind of shake your egg around just a little bit, and if there's any liquid in the bottom, you're going to want to put it back in. I would put it in after your 30 seconds for maybe another 15 because you don't want to overcook the egg. Okay, so give that about 15 more seconds.
A few moments later.
I think we're done. Okay, I want to be really careful because my mug might be hot and I want to grab it by the handle. So you can see in there's no more liquid left at the bottom. Okay. Hang on, he's grabbing a plate. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to take a plate, and the easiest way to transfer this is to take your mug and flip. Maybe. There it goes. Okay, and I have a nice little egg ball. I can put this with toast. I can put it with some bacon,
Sausage.
a little bit of sausage. Bacon and sausage you can also cook in the microwave. Toast you can obviously cook in a toaster. You could use this in a burrito and make a breakfast burrito with a bunch of different cheese. Did you put the cheese away?
I did. Oh, I forgot. You put yours in at the end.
Personally, I like to put my cheese in at the end because then it melts on top and creates a nice cheesy film. Okay, so you can either use shredded cheese. If I'm feeling just a little bit crazy, I might use some like cubed up Velveeta or just some sliced cheese. The other thing that I totally forgot to tell you about.
What?
You can put salsa in your eggs.
It's true.
It's so good.
Yeah. Or something Mrs. Kern likes to do that's really gross is
What?
ketchup.
Oh my god, I always put ketchup on my eggs.
No,
Oh,
can't do
so
that.
good. That's a grandpa thing though. Hey,
It
that's
is.
not for eggs are not for puppies. Puppies don't eat eggs. Get out.
Good girl.
Good girl.
All right, so guys, that's it for today. We just wanted to show you a quick, easy way, high protein breakfast for you to be able to do. So if you have any questions about this, just let us know. Make sure you have your parents' permission.
Parents' permission.
For sure, before you start cooking in their kitchen, all right? And I hope you guys